Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by TASYA HERBALS Alcohol-based Hand Sanitizer with Neem and Aloevera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Army Chief General M.M. Naravne, who is visiting Leh to review the ongoing border tension with China on Friday, said the situation along the line of actual control is serious and added the precautionary steps taken by the Indian Army will help in maintaining the solution. Naravne, who arrived in Ladakh on Thursday, said the morale of the Jawans are high and they are ready to face any challenge. Brigadier level talks are being held between the Indian Army and the Chinese Army after Indian troops have thwarted the Chinese Army's attempts to transgress into areas in Ladakh.
We are fully prepared to deal with any situation that may arise. I would like to reiterate, as always, that our officers and men are the finest in the world, and they will not only make the army proud but also the nation proud.
Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha launched the Smart Performance Appraisal Report recording online window system for J&K Administrative Service officers at the Raj Bhavan on Friday. The performance appraisal reports of AIS officers are submitted on the Sparrow portal. On the same analogy, the government of J&K has decided to switch over from manual to online generation and recording of annual performance reports in respect of members of J&K Administrative Service on this system. The technological intervention is going to benefit around 1,289 officers and is aimed at bringing more transparency, avoiding loss of appraisal reports during transition, ensuring better monitoring and timely completion of performance appraisals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday urged women police personnel to engage women in Jammu and Kashmir to prevent youth from taking to terrorism at an early stage itself. Virtually addressing IPS probationers at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Modi said the humane side of the police force in the country had come to fore during the coronavirus pandemic. Responding to a women probationer, Modi heaped praises on the people of the Union Territory, saying they were lovely people.
जोड़ने होते हैं और टेरर में धागे खोलने होते हैं, तो बहुत ही दो अलग-अलग पहलू के काम करने पड़ेंगे आपको.
Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha met this year's civil services qualifiers from the valley at the Raj Bhavan today. Sabzar Ahmed Ghani, hailing from Kukarnag, Anantnag, and Rais Hussain from Gurez, Bandipora, met with the Lieutenant Governor. In his interaction with the selected officers, the Lieutenant Governor underlined that their success is not only a matter of pride for the entire J&K, but it will also inspire many to prepare and compete for the coveted services. An aggressive rapid antigen testing drive for COVID-19 testing is underway in Jammu and Kashmir's Jammu division, and 34,000 tests have already been conducted in the last 10 days. According to Dr. Ritesh Shan, the district nodal officer, the aggressive testing program by the Union Territories administration has been in place since August 26th, and the coronavirus positive rate stands at around 5%. An unidentified terrorist was killed and an army officer injured in an encounter in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir on Friday. Security forces launched a cordon and search operation at Gedipura in Patan area of Baramulla district in North Kashmir following specific information about the presence of terrorists. The search operation turned into an encounter after the militants fired upon a search party of the forces who retaliated. In the initial exchange of firing, an army officer sustained injuries, the official said, adding the injured officer has been taken to the 92 base hospital here. His condition is stable. Russia has reiterated its policy of no arms supply to Pakistan following India's request on the same, according to sources. Russia made the commitment during the meeting between Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Russian counterpart, General Sergei Shoigu in Moscow. Singh is currently on a 3-day visit to Russia for attending the combined meeting of defense ministers of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and participating in the 75th anniversary event to commemorate Victory Day. The army distributed COVID kits among people living in remote areas of Kishtwar district in Jammu and Kashmir on Friday. With an aim to reduce hardships of people living in far-flung areas, the army had organized a medical camp in Titani area of Kishtwar district. During the camp, COVID-19 kits consisting of face masks, hand sanitizers, a liquid soap and other items were distributed among the local. India's total COVID-19 recoveries crossed the 30 lakh mark on Friday, taking the recovery rate to over 77%, the Union Health Ministry said on Friday, asserting that the figures show that the number of patients recovering is steadily rising. One of the goals of the test, track, treat strategy of the centers is to reduce COVID mortality and keep the case fatality rate low. There has been sharp attention on sustaining high levels of recoveries and to strengthen the clinical treatment protocols to provide a uniform, standardized level of medical care to save lives. In a major breakthrough for security forces in Jammu and Kashmir, the Srinagar police has solved a case of terror attack that led to the deaths of 2 border security force jawans in the Valley Pandaj area in May. 5 uncategorized terrorists of the Islamic State of Jammu and Kashmir who helped in transporting logistics, planning and executing the attack has been arrested and 2 ambulances and 2-wheelers have been seized. The 270-kilometer long Srinagar-Jammu National Highway, the only all-weather road connecting Kashmir Valley with the rest of the country, was closed yet again on Friday due to landslides and shooting stones triggered by rain. Officials said there was fresh landslide at Panthyal and several other places in Ramban due to overnight rain. The road clearance operation was being hampered due to continued landslides and shooting stones.